Hi, my name is Lindsay Katie.
And I'm Emily Smith. We are with USU Extension in Cache County, and today we're going to be showing you how to make bean puree and how to use it in your baked goods.
In our office, we like to teach about the benefits of using bean puree as a fat substitute. Some of the benefits of using bean puree instead of shortening is that you are reducing total calories and fat, but you are also adding protein, fiber, and iron. So let's show you how to make bean puree.
So here in our food processor, we have 1 can of Great Northern beans. And we have some water over here that we're going to add as we are blending to get the right consistency that we're looking for. And you can just as easily use a blender, an immersion blender, or a hand masher like a potato masher. But this is my favorite, so that's what we're using today.
You may have to occasionally stop the food processor and scrape down the sides. And at this point, we're going to add just a teeny bit of water to help us get it a smooth consistency. You want those beans very fine. Now that you've beat the snot out of your beans, they should be a very smooth shortening consistency or texture like shortening. Now we're going to show you how to use it in our cookie recipe.
So today we're going to be using the bean puree in the recipe for my favorite pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. So in our bowl we have our pumpkin and we have our sugar, and we're going to go ahead and add our vanilla and our beautiful bean puree. You can see that it's pretty thick. It doesn't like stream out or pour out, but it's kind of the texture and consistency of shortening or butter.
And if you'll notice, we're using white bean puree today. The white beans are going to blend into the batter better. If we were to make brownies, we would want to use black beans. The black color will mix into the brownies a little bit better. So that's something to be aware of. Just match the color of the brownies, match the color of the bean puree to the color of your batter. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients, baking powder, baking soda, and seasonings, and our flour. So as you work to adapt your recipes to add more beans, add more bean puree. Oh, hang on. There we go. So if your recipe calls for 1 cup of butter, you will want to substitute 1 cup of bean puree. If you try that and notice that the texture is off or the taste is a little bit weird, you can use a 1/2 cup bean puree and a 1/2 cup butter. Your batter's going to be pretty thick, so Emily's working really hard to get it mixed here. And now we're going to add our chocolate chips.
Okay, so here you can see that our batter is pretty thick, which pumpkin chocolate chip cookies usually are. And so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to bake our cookies at 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. Here we have our pumpkin chocolate chip cookies all baked. You can see from looking at the top of them, they look a little bit underdone. But when you lift them up and look at the bottom, they have a beautiful golden brown color. And that's something to note when you're using the bean puree, is that the tops don't quite brown the same way. So you want to check the bottom for the doneness.
For more recipes using bean puree and for more information on bean puree, check out our fact sheet, Boost the Benefits with Beans. You'll find that on our extension website. Thanks for watching.